It's the ghost of Dingo's past. A reminder, you can catch this live every day on my Twitch. I hope you enjoy the video. Alright, this hand looks keepable, so we will keep it. So woefully underprepared for this prelim to start. Chill with the brightness a little bit. Maybe that's good. That looks good to me. Alright, now we have more purple. And too much light still. Refuse to buy enough tickets for a league. But Zeriak, you need to beat me in the trophy race. I know you can. But I didn't upload the deck to Cardboard Live, did I? No, I forgot to do something. Jingle? Okay. There you go. Now it is up on the Cardboard Live. I fixed it. I guess I'm gonna ice them in upkeep. Gonna wait 15 days, then go ham. Need to suppress me. It's the only way. I had no play on 3. Thank you, Ice, for being broken. Don't ice me. Oh, they're gonna ice me back? You monster. Well, the only thing I can do now is ice you back. Upkeep ice. The game. The movie. The adventure. Anyways, so I started icing. This might be the mirror match, and if it is the mirror match, you have 9 tickets and 95 play points. It is the mirror match. Heartless Agent was such a good draw. You might force me. This is just the Spider-Man pointing meme. You? You. Force of their own. Force of their own. They pitched to Shardless Agent. I'm in danger. Fury? No way. No way. This is sick. This is amazing. I am gonna Fury their Fury. Alright, Fury, Fury, go. Your move, Mr. Stark. Fury, my Fury? Oh my god. Top deck Fury. I ruined it. I'm a failure. I just wanted to do that when they're tapped out, so they can't force me with 1 card in hand. I just Spider-Man in the room. Awful play. Just the worst. Ah yes, crashing footfalls. Find a rhino. Find the binding. Kill both rhinos. Kill one, block the other. Oh no, indeed. I don't know if they're gonna block. They might not block. I didn't block. I'm in danger. I'm in so much danger. Alright, go. I'm at 8. Aha, binding your binding to binding the Fury. Figured it all out. Binding your binding. Binding your Fury. So stupid. Alright, go. If they have crashing footfalls, I die. No instant speed rhinos, please. Cool. Isn't that just worse? It doesn't make a difference, I don't think. I guess it is technically worse. Because now they can, like, binding and have a binding up. But I did it for the meme. And that's worth more than the minor percentage points, in my opinion. Alright. I want none of these. I click submit. I will click submit. I said mystical dispute. So I can mystical dispute Teferi. Mulligan. Flip back. Leyline binding. I get Ndatha, Steam Vents, Scion, Shardless Agent on 3. Maybe Teferi. Probably gonna ice me though. You're as cold as ice. Looks like ice mana. I still have to fetch. Even if they ice me. Which is inevitable. Oh, if they play Teferi, I have the answer at least. Dispute right on time. Always on time. Well, that's no Teferi. I suppose is the good news. Let me call your agent. Yo. Hopefully no Teferi. Teferi would be quite powerful. Attacks with Rhinos. I go block, probably. I got inevitability here. Block. Hey, Echo Brave Bravo. Echo 5 Bravo. Thank you for the follow. Another one. I think that's fine. Let's cast another Shardless Agent. I get to go to Fairy plus Scion, maybe? I guess it depends on what they have. Are they gonna shove? I might shove. Hey, Lexard, how you doing? Alright. Blocks have been declared. I have 6 cards in hand. So many cards. Line binding. 3 mana. Dead gone. Sure. Actually perfectly fine. Go get a Steam Vents. Line binding. Good draw. Tef, bounce the Rhino. Play a Scion. I think I just play Scion. I feel like they're pretty far behind. Even with 5 cards in hand. 6 cards in hand. Yeah, they gave up. They gave up. Isn't it Linkin Park? I'm like 90% sure it was Linkin Park. No? Oh, we're getting Affinity on. That's a lot of Affinity cards you got there. Let's find out. It is by Simple Plan. I thought it was Linkin Park. I'm wrong. I am wrong. Should I kill one of these? Probably. Where's this song? Guess I'm just gonna kill one of these. Keep the affinity count low. Cranial plating's pretty good. Banger of a song. I think firing this is probably the way to go. Like this turn. I guess they can't bounce extend on the mana up. Alright, let's get white something. Temple Garden. Yeah. Temple Garden works. I actually have too many Cascade spells in my hand. I would like to refund one. Oh, those are going to be huge. I had to kill him fast. Urza? Fuck. Cranial plating onto the construct. Outburst does have text, and I'm going to utilize that text as I punch in with both. Flyer doesn't seem bad here. Alright, Outburst. Use your text. My opponent top decks 2 bangers in a row. How could this happen to me? Excuse me? What the fuck is this? Holy shit. It's got Cascade? This card's insane. Oh my lord. 11-4 flyer. I'm gonna vomit. Back with everything. Go block, block, block. Oh. Head empty, no thoughts. But fool can send it. I just let this happen. Play Shardless Agent. Giving him +1/+1 doesn't really change anything. I guess I'll just play a Shardless Agent instead. But something's gonna have a cranial plating on it with a Shadow Spear. Actually, 2 cranial platings and a Shadow Spear. So that'll be great. That'll go well for me. I can't win this game. I'm gonna pray that they forgot to register Shadow Spear. Tragic. Maybe they don't attack. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Don't do it. Have a heart. You monster. You monster! Alright. Just let them flex on me. Oh, they flexed. They flexed as soon as they cast that Cascade card. That was the ultimate flex. I guess I should leave Teferi in for that Cascade card. I think I swap forces here and submit. Seems like a good plan to me. I'm like, I want the Charmaws. The only colorless land they have is Urza Saga. Teferi's real good. Especially against the 4/4 Cascader. Yeah, just shut off your Cascade. What of it? Ooh. This is what we call in the biz gasoline. What do you got? Springleaf. I've been sprung. That is mildly annoying. Sure. Might play Lavinia. See. 4/4 flyer. Go. I'm gonna end up forcing them. I don't know if what yet, but I guess I'll figure it out soon. I may have figured it out. I don't really want them to draw 2 cards here. Do I? Probably not. Applan says go. Teferi. I guess step 1, attack. Step 2, Rhinos. Step 3, question mark. Step 4, profit. Seems like the play to me. They do get to draw another card. But I feel like I'm just tempoing them super hard. Yep, step 4, profit of Crewfix, which lets you untap lands on your opponent's turn and cast things with flash. Profit, you say? Portable hole, my Rhino. You'll pay for this. Maybe not next turn. Uh-oh. If I bounce Esper Sentinel, and they have to block with Ornithopter, I guess they don't have to block. Alright, whatever. I'm just gonna attack him. Full send. There, I got you. I got the link to the playlist on deck. Copy. Beast. There you go. They took it all. What does that mean? Besides the fact that they're just Giga Chad? Just said, yeah, take it. Second Ornithopter. I'm shutting off the Cascader currently, which has got to be big game. Can't let them go cascading on me. Nettle Cyst. Ice that, and then they die. Feeling a little cold in here, opponent. I'm like the ice type gym leader. I'm just gonna make stupid one-liners. Somebody give you the cold shoulder. You'll never defeat me because I stay cool. Uh-oh, this hand sucks. I guess this hand's fine-ish. One of these do I get rid of? I kind of need to hope to top deck a land anyways. This is the Leyline Binding, so I have 2 copies. I need to top deck a fetch land. Man, this Gemstone Cavern has been getting me so good every time I draw it. It's been just the worst. Do I get Sanders? I guess I get Xanders. Fetch line? Everybody hated that. Alright, I'm gonna ice the Urza Saga. That was a good draw. If I had a green card, I need white mana or a green card. Oh, fuck. Oh no. This has not gone well. Yep. I can't cast anything. Still think this was better than getting the Abzan Triumph. Spell Bomb. Now I need a land that produces green. Or green card still. So I can pop. That'll be decent. Land that produces white or a green card? Land that produces white. Or it produces me 4th mana. So I go get a Temple Garden. I just hard cast Force of Vigor. Go pop. This is going to be very, very bad if I have Metallic Rebuke. I have Metallic Rebuke. Pack it in, pack it up. I'm taking 600. Why the Scion of Draco? It curves out very nicely if you can hit fetch land. Please don't have anything. If you hit fetch land, you get to go turn 2 Scion into turn 3 Rhinos, and that curve's usually unbeatable. That's the short answer. The long answer is I didn't make this deck. I stole this from Menino. It gives the Rhinos trample. There you go. It gives the Rhinos trample. That's the best answer. This is Menino's list. I don't know, I'm supposed to bounce. I don't know if I was supposed to bounce the Nettle Cyst or the token. Not sure. Yeah, the 4/4 tribal needs more 4/4s. I'm just gonna try to deal with all their creatures, and it's not gonna go well for me. But if they didn't have one that turn, oh my god, that was such a good draw. I would like to punch you. To fairy. Red land for Fury? That'd be nice. That's not good. Guess I need to kill this Teferi. Leave a Blightline Binding here. The deadliest of Memnites. Is actually gonna let them cast Urza. Oof. Did I plus Teferi? Why do I not remember if I plus Teferi now? I didn't plus Teferi. I was like, I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be at 3. That explains a lot. I was like, I'm pretty sure I could just like binding the token, bounce my binding. But it turns out I'm just an idiot. I thought I plussed it. Being able to bounce something here would have been huge. 5D chest myself. Damn, just hit checkmate. Not myself. Ingo, this is your fault. I could evoke the Fury, kill the Urza. Should have gone the token. Gone the token. I don't think that matters that much. Does it? Future. I need to kill this Urza now. Could just Fury it. I could Leyline Binding it. And then hold up dead for the Memnite. I guess that's the highest upside. So if I draw a land, I can have Fury. Could have had 2 Leyline Bindings this turn. Not that I could cast both. I guess I'll do it next turn. It'll be fine. Plating. It's a big Memnite. Second plating, even bigger Memnite. Unplating. Interesting that they went with only 1 plating. Nobody told me I'm on the wrong scene. By the way. Thanks, chat. Thanks, chat. I've been on the wrong scene for forever, I'm sure. That seems good. Just do hella damage, but they just have the weak spots sticking out, pretty much. Sure. I think no matter what they bounce, they're still dead here. Oh, I guess they could bounce that. Fair. I do have the answer for that, though. Our matchups in the prelim, we beat 5-color Delirium. We lost to Merfolk, and then we beat blue-white Binding Control. Card's so messed up. They found a Memnite, Jesus. It has friends. It brought its friends. If only I could cast multiple ley lines. Shitty mana base. Menino. Any opportunity to blame Menino, I will. Never mind, man is perfect. Menino's a genius. Tapland? My god. I guess I'll get a red source so I can cast Fury instead. Menino! As well. But Grief looks like it's drawn by like Van Gogh. Yeah, the Borderless Solitude's probably my favorite art. Just because it reminds me of Solaire from Dark Souls. And that was my favorite Dark Souls character. Hand sucks. I'm gonna mulligan it. Now the prelim's only 4 rounds. We 3-1'd it. I just hit the event. Because we're done with it. 3-1. I guess I have to keep this. Second land, please. These gemstone caverns have been contributing a large part to the mulligans. That Solitude art is the maze. It's incredible. I have like no words for it. Okay. What do you guys prizes in the prelim? You get QPs, which you can use to enter showcase tournaments. And I have 542 QPs, which is probably way too many QPs that I'll ever use this season. But you can also use them to enter limited events at the same time. Certain limited events. Which Solitude? The promo one. Promo Solitude slaps. Alright, I just need 3rd land now. Maybe I was supposed to ice them instead of casting Draco. I think this deck's cool. I wouldn't play the Gemstone Caverns. I feel like that's too, like, all in. And also, this doesn't contribute to your domain game plan at all. Other than that, I think that the deck is very good. Pitching a Glimpse. Yeah, that's what I do. I did that last season. It's not draft events, they're sealed events. So you just get 6 packs for a certain amount of QPs. So I just entered all of them and I just dropped them. I actually do have a PO box, I don't have it posted at the moment. I could post it though. Ice that. I also don't remember what the address to the PO box is off the top of my head. Third land waiting room. I should ice the green source. Endurance. I don't have that kind of cash to throw around. You're right though, I should just post it. I've just been forgetting to post it. Yep, endurance is fine. In quotes. Not a land. Hate to see it. They have a land. Hate to see that too. Okay, so I guess I go to Fairy Bounce, Endurance. Getting into Fairy down this turn seems really strong. Scoobs! Hey, Scoobs. Playing versus Belcher right now, not very poggers. Not very cash money. Just gonna do Fury Me. Please don't Fury Me. You never get any excitement when you pop in? Well, the excitement is reserved for specifically Scoobs and Thylian. Everybody else gets a good morning or good afternoon. Sorry, I don't make the rules. Because they come in with so much energy. The terrorizing will continue. You know I care about you, no region. You know I do. Guess I'm just gonna go Shardless Agent. I could Outburst instead. I think I just Shardless Agent, whatever. They can't glimpse on me. I just need to protect this Teferi at all costs. Teferi must survive. Green, white, red, blue, nom 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 nom. Yep. Unfortunately resolves. Probably gonna have to leyline binding that. They don't have a land. That's gotta be good for me. Now I can leyline binding plus violent outburst. Alright, send them in both rhinos. I don't need to fetch a white source either. I can just fetch like basic forest. Let's just let it go, right? Still gonna binding this Omnath though. Omnath must die. And if they try to attack my Teferi, just outburst. What are you gonna do? Attack my Teferi? Nah, it can be a surprise, right? It's like they murder their endurance. I think it's fine. Just leave it as like surprise 8 damage. This is also gonna make them like potentially make the unoptimal play this turn. Instead of like knowing that they're gonna die, they might not know that they're gonna die, so they might take another turn to set up. I doubt they will, because they are gonna die. But it gives them kind of a false sense of security, in a way. Yep. I don't think they're gonna crack the fetch. I'm wrong. I'm a fool. Wave Sifter. Otawara Teferi. Yeah. Heartless Agent. I pitched a fairy. I draw a land. I don't think I pitched a fairy. I think I just pitch Fire Ice. I should get an island here. Yeah, I should get an island. God damn. These are so beautiful. I love this art so much. This art is gasoline. I say elementals are cool too. I think my second favorite is probably Grief. Violent Outburst has to be one of my least favorite arts. This art's so dumb. What is this? 3 aliens in a trench coat? And what's this? What's the one on the back right doing? He's like... What are you doing? No changes, submit deck. One of them's like, yeah, the other one's like, yeah, what are you doing? Isn't the worst MTGO art the Faithless Looting? I have an appreciation for the realism of the Faithless Looting. Look at the realism of this anime girl holding Two, not one, two bowls. Nah, I know what you're talking. You're talking about this one. You're talking about this one. Nah, I know. I know. I know what you're talking about. But I thought it'd be funny if I talked about this one instead. Anime isn't real. You don't know that. I like the realism of it. I think it's kind of cool. It's very interpretive. I don't hate this one. You want to know what the actual worst art in MTG is? This is the actual worst art. Good, I got the big preview plane going. My eyes! They burn. What is this? I hate it. I hate it so much. It kind of kicks ass. I just hate looking at it. It just hurts my eyes. It's the villain from Star Fox. It kind of does look like the mask from Star Fox. You're not wrong. Not my favorite thing to look at, though. Alright, Big Draco, go. What about this one? I love this art. I don't feel any different. Thing's sick. It looks like the movie poster art. You know, like, they have it for Grafdigger's Cage. Let me Scryfall it. I really like the movie poster artworks for most of them. Like, have you seen this Grafdigger's Cage? Pretty sweet. I really like this. There's also some more of this. I don't remember what the rest of them are. This one's awesome. Honkin, I'm about to beat your deck. Any last words? Any last words, Yugi boy? You're actually here for a dance stream? Dismember Beast Within? Was it Dismember that was super sweet? Yeah, I think it was Dismember. It was awesome too. That entire secret layer was amazing. It doesn't look like an MTG card, but it doesn't have to look like an MTG card to be awesome, right? Unless you're an art purist. Kept an unkeepable 7. Whoa. Whoa. They had a turn 3 Risen Reef. Yeah, this one's awesome too. Look at how menacing Yogg looks. It's got an arm there. So sweet. What's the Beast Within? Oh, this one's sweet too. Right? Are those on Moto? I wish. We're looking at some great art from Magic history. This one's pretty great. I love that. I just killed my Teferi and that was it. You always think of Flash. I guess I'm just gonna go Shardless Agent this turn. Hope for the best. Hopefully this glimpse isn't too bad for me. I should have probably suspended this also, but I don't think the game's gonna last that long. One of us is gonna die in the next like 2 turns. And it might be me. Can you ban Thailand? No. You are capable. Should you? Probably not. Swing your sword. I'm not afraid of you. What was the other good movie poster art? Movie poster secret layer. Oh, Blasphemous Act. That's right. Blasphemous. Yeah, let's look at Blasphemous Act. That art was sweet too. Timed him out for 1 second. Oof. Thailand in shambles. Why can't I type in this? Oh, I just can't see it. Blasphemous Act. How do I look at other printings? Sets. Nope, that's not it. How do I look at other printings on Scryfall? Yeah, it's too complicated. Blasphemous act. I made a new one. This one's super sweet. This might be up there with my favorite art as well. This guy's just gonna stab him. He's like, no. Flash again. Don't make fun of Flash. Flash can't help looking the way it looks. This spell costs 1 less for each creature. So sick. I'm gonna fire both of these. Bink bonk. Come on, this is sweet. It's hard to read, but it's so sweet. Come on. Looks like a bad horror movie. All of them look like terrible horror movies. But it reminds me of The Shining. Just trophy Dino. Killing it with Scam. You're the Scam disciple now. My torch has been passed. So I get him for 15. I guess they get a free block here, so I shouldn't attack with this anyways. Put Belcher in the Renba Seiju lock. Why'd you do that to them? But also, like, Belcher deserves it. I don't know if I can beat a glimpse. I guess I'll find out if I can beat a glimpse. More rhinos. That's the answer. It always has been. It ghost quartered all your lands. Who needs lands anyways? I googled best MTG art, and now I'm looking through the best MTG art. There's some really weird choices for best MTG art. This is the first one that came up. I don't even know what this is. I don't feel like that's very accurate. Oh, Elishnorn slaps. Elishnorn has amazing art. Store Championship Omnath looks like it's not finished. It's the Hulk. What do you mean? You don't like the Hulk? Big green broccoli monster. Alright, this has to be like the best glimpse of all time. Baleful Strix? Baleful Strix is great. They didn't even glimpse me. What's the point? What are we here for? Just to suffer? Grave Pact? Which Grave Pact we talking? This Grave Pact? Or we talking... Oh, it's probably this one. This one's so much better. That one's fire. Get in the grave. Get in the ground. But the bonds of loyalty can tie one to the grave. Get in the ground. That's fantastic. The new Omnath art looks awful, but you want it. Is it awful if you want it? Don't know. You're proud of me? Why are you proud of me? What did I do to deserve proudness? Fondness even? Alright, well, I'm smack. When in doubt, smack. Like this Thorn Elemental? That's a pretty sweet Thorn Elemental. What'd you just do? Crack the clue? Oh, you know what? This has to be up there with one of my favorite art. Love this card. Yeah, this deck is very solid. Man, fuck John. Playing as John, by the way. The person we meme about when we say, man, fuck John. Can I keep this? You like even Brigadier? I guess I can't zoom in. It's like Ledger Shredder's older brother. All other birds get +1/+1. All other soldiers get +1/+1. That's Grandpa Ledger Shredder right there. That's pretty sweet. Can I keep this? I'll type his hand to you right now, don't worry. I don't think I can keep this. John's probably playing Scam. Actually, he's probably playing some shit deck and not Scam. Because John never listens to me. I'm going to keep this on the draw. I'll draw lands, Copium. Yep, Watery Grave. Knew it. Knew it. John just can't play good deck. He's allergic. What's up, Grug? Alright, we simply draw out of it. It's probably Blue Black Shadow. Might be. I feel like if it was Blue Black Shadow, he would have shocked. It's Probably just fairies. Fairies is a very John deck to play. Amonkhet Invocations. Tainted Indulgence. Essence Reanimator. Sphinx and Archon. And before the Rhinos get spell stuttered. Grief. These invocations, I don't know if there was a single good one. Oh, wait, there was a single good one. I misspelled it. This one. This one slaps. Got Bantu and, fuck, what was the other one called? Bantu and the green one. Rhonis. Bantu and the green one. Daze is sick. Daze is really good. You're right. Daze is amazing. But I have this Maelstrom Pulse on a playmat. I love this Maelstrom Pulse. I just have the answer to this thing. Hey, we got our chesties. Let's crack them. Impulse crack. I got nothing. That's a terrible decision. Alright, does John have a second persist? John might have a second persist. L, pretty massive L. Been a Fury. If I draw a red card, I could kill it with Fury plus Fire. That's not a red card. You're the opposite of a red card. You're just disappointment. On the crackback, I would have 16. John might play counterspell. Crackback would be 16. John's going to 18. So Fire plus Shardless Agent would kill him, but that would involve him having nothing. I think it's reasonable enough to just do this. Just discard Footfalls. John has a counterspell. I'm dead though. $1 million question. Do you have the counterspell? Solitude? I guess I'll ice one of these. I guess I'm gonna ice the Archon, right? Good Fire and Fury, but then I'm gonna die to another persist. I'm just gonna ice the Archon and upkeep. Aether Mage's Touch. Second Archon. Dead. Alright, Leyline of the Void's coming in. I guess Leyline of Sanctity's gonna be good too. Just bringing the full set of Leylines. Out these cards. Call it a day. Get out the Furies. Fury doesn't seem great either. I guess Ice is probably better than Fury. Against Archon Tribal. Feeling of losing the Masterpiece cards in draft. I only got one Masterpiece ever. And that was, I pulled it in a draft and it was Forbidden Orchard. I got this. And I was like, wow, I can't think of a worse card for draft. But I still drafted it. I sure as shit still drafted it. That was like one of the few paper drafts I've done. This card's terrible though. Don't play this in your draft deck. You'll never beat the 1/1s. You lost to a warship? Oh man. Yes. This has nothing going on. This also has nothing going on, but it's got a Leyline of the Void in it. Do I keep the nothing hand? Probably can't keep the nothing hand. Put 2 on the bottom. What other one do I want to put on the bottom? Is it the Scion? It's probably the Scion. Fight me, John. One of each ley line. Ah, perfect. That'll come off a suspend in no time. No, Scion, why? I saw this. I actually like this. Babe, are you okay? You barely touched your papaya salad. It's such a good tweet. Fantastic tweet. Alright, go. Papaya salad. We could have 3 ley lines. Ley line, ley line, ley line, binding. Unfortunately, I'm never going to draw a 3rd land, so the dream's dead. John just has to cast, like, Archon on turn 8 and I'm going to lose. It's happening. I can't beat this. Because I get to ice the tower. Ice the tower. Hey, 3rd land that doesn't produce red mana. Fuck. Childless Agent. I guess this deck can just like mulligan super aggressively and be okay. Because I think this was like, what, mold to 5? Ephemerate? Nope, just Solitude Ephemerated. Which also feels pretty bad. But I'll be at like 27. Actually 29. So that sucks, but it's fine. I think we'll manage. There's a goes all my rhinos. I used to have rhinos, and now I have no rhinos. 4 mana Scion go. Red mana waiting room. Another Solitude. Where would I put them? Into play. So I can murder John. Instead, John's playing a fucking Mold Drifter. I guess block. I don't want to Teferi anything here. But I do want to draw a card. Teferring either of these is just sad, so I guess I'm just gonna pass. We're gonna hit 8 mana next turn, so I have to have Leyline Binding up for Archon. And bounce the Mold Drifter. That we can. Alright, go to 25. Ah, yes. Vanilla Grief. What flavor is your grief? Vanilla. Finally got a red mana online. I'm just gonna murder this Solitude before they can Ephemerate it. Go to 17. Archon. Oh my god. Bounce that with Teferi. Pick it up. That was a pretty good draw too. I don't care about this Teferi living, I don't think. I'm just gonna race. If they want to recast Archon, so be it. 8 mana 6/6, do nothing. Ending my Rhino. Well, that's annoying. Rude even. 5 damage versus 4 damage. Not currently winning this race. Hopefully I draw something that will let me win the race. Big Draco. Seems good. Blocks the Mole Drifter and it races well. Alright, pass the turn. Back. Yep. Take 3. Is this another Archon? It is another Archon. Vanilla 6/6 initiated. I could have Ephemerate up. Oh, that answers that question. I was gonna say, does John have Ephemerate? Well, it doesn't matter. Missed out on the double trample, you're right, I did. Their Mole Drifter. And another Grief. Sure. No attacks. Another Force. I'm ready to lose it all. Another Grief. Okay. It's a lot of grief. Here, unmarked Grave Resolves. Dump the land. Okay. Dump a useless fetch land. I might die to the Singleton Grief. It's gonna be too strong for me. How many Footfalls have I used? I only used 3, so I still have 1 more in the deck. I hit a Cascader. And I hit a Cascader. That will do. Grief. At least protect me for a little bit. I'm gonna cycle the Xander's Lounge. Take 1 card deeper. I guess the key against their deck is just get ley lines in play. They haven't been able to do anything about them. Shardless Agent. Ding, ding, ding. I can't hold up double blue. Shardless Agent, excuse me, is big game here. Huge. Can you answer the Rhinos? You cannot answer the Rhinos. I see. Maybe I want Furies. I like 2 Fury. Seems fine. I think that's alright. Mold a 5. 1 with both ley lines out. I think Ice gets a decent amount worse on the draw than the play. Honestly, kind of just need to bowl the ley lines again. They seem to be cold, the ley lines. I thought they ran Teferi, but apparently not. Or he just didn't draw Teferi in the top 41, which I guess is a possibility. I'm actually going to keep this hand, even though it has no ley lines in it. I want to see if this hand could beat them. Because it's got turn 2 Draco, turn 3 Teferi, or Shardless Agent. It's a pretty good hand. Turn 1 Witch's Cottage. Only 5 colors. We need to go further for science. Put some wastes in here. Unmarked Grave. Been an Archon. Makes me not want to play this Draco out, but I don't really want to play off curve either. Is that like a heads up play to not play the Draco in case they have the persist? Or is that stupid to lose tempo in case they don't have the persist? How much is this Draco going to matter in my success? Probably not a lot. I don't think I put a lot of weight on this Draco. What do you think, chat? Play the Draco, don't play the Draco? This is actually interesting. I don't think this Draco is important. I think if I lose it, then that's fine. Why is Draco in the deck just as a 4/4? So you can go like this exact curve of like 4/4 and then 2 more 4/4s. It's just another threat. That doesn't die to all the stuff that Rhinos die to. I knew that this could happen, and I accept it. I just get forest. You have an answer for Teferi? Oh, that's not an answer. That's like a pseudo answer, but not really an answer. Pick that Archon back up, Jonathan. I thought I was going to get Spell Pierced or Mystical Disputed. Reef. Takes a Shardless Agent. I need to stop drawing Footfalls. As soon as I stop drawing Footfalls, we will live in a utopian society. But until then, I'm going to keep drawing Footfalls, I guess. Second Grief. Evoke Moldrifter, Ephemerate. Oh, you can't Ephemerate Teferi. Just evoke some Moldrifter. It's not a good turn. Not a very good turn. I'll just put the Moldrifter back on top. Into Unmarked Grave and Archon, I'm guessing. Alright. Get my damage in. If John has the Persist, and I sack the Teferi, I don't think I can sack this Teferi. That seems way too important. I just sack a Rhino here. Could like theoretically go for lethal if I sack Teferi, but if he has like anything like an Ephemerate, then it's gonna cause problems. Ending the Teferi. Play Teferi. Draw Teferi. Alright. I'm gonna leave both things in my hand. In case they have like get Archon into play plus Ephemerate, then I can stop another Teferi to bounce it. Sack Teferi. Moldrifter evoke. Sure. Really onto something? Manguchi and Menino. GG's Jonathan. But still, man, F John. Alright, we'll try it. Should I keep one of these? Should I keep the Fury? No, I'm not gonna keep the Fury. I like want to get I'm gonna get the Xanders. I need a green also eventually. I guess I just get the Xanders. So at least I can ice. The Coddle. Right. Worst draw. I'm gonna keep the pressure off of me, as opposed to icing them. That's probably 5-color Domain Zoo. No! This is John's fault. Right, I'm gonna tap the red source. I've been bolted. Steam Vest doesn't let me cast anything. Fuck! No. Draco's been alright. This Gemstone Cavern needs to leave. This Gemstone Cavern has killed me every game. I've drawn it. Awesome. It's 5-color, not even just 4-color. It's 5-color and we have 2 gemstones. Menino. This does not belong in the deck. You should immediately cut this if you want to play this deck. I had a fetch shock go to 1 and I'm just going to die to anything. Anything at all. Anything at all. They don't have a burn spell. Burn spells aren't real. Burn spells can't hurt me. Stubborn denial can, though. Stubborn denial can hurt me a lot. Guess I bring a Leyline Ascent today. Who Gemstone Caverns is the greediest shit of all time? We cut the force negations. The real shame here is that you only had 1,000 points to bet on failure. Sick mana base again. Mole. 2 Gemstone Caverns. It appears we are in the same predicament as last game. Where I'm going to put one of these Gemstone Caverns back and never be able to cast anything. I fucking hate these Gemstone Caverns. Whatever. At least I get to go yell at Menino on Twitter about this. I'm just better than you? Straw better, John. I mean, you're just playing a not great deck. That's really what it comes down to. I mulliganed to 5 just to get 2 ley lines against you, and I just couldn't beat it. Not enough to play this mana base. I gotta party like Menino. Only then will I understand this mana base. Okay. Play big dragon. That's pretty much a big dragon. God. Why? Why? Please, do yourself a favor and cut this card completely from your deck. I promise you will draw a lot better, mulligan a lot less. Never mind, deck's great. Alright, what are we getting here? Temple Garden? I don't have a Hallowed Fountain. I can't even fetch a Hallowed Fountain. Nor do I have a Hallowed Fountain in the deck anyways. You get Temple Garden. I could pay 3 mana to Leyline Binding this. And that's a play, I guess. Is that a winning play? No. Is it a play? Yeah. Am I gonna do it? Probably. This thing outsizes everything I have at the moment, and they probably have a Stubborn Denial too, so I don't know what the difference is here. WD. Okay. Try again next turn, I suppose. Yeah, I guess Violent Outburst does let me trade 1 Rhino in theory, but I'd rather get this Stubborn Denialed than my Violent Outburst Stubborn Denialed. Big Draco. Do they have another Stubborn Denial? There's Stubborn Denial. Spoilers. Yeah, please. O-Ring doesn't have flash. Come on. Get with the times, old man. Oh, please don't have another Stubborn Denial. Can never beat it in a million years. Flusterstorm. Right. I guess I should O-Ring. I didn't play around the Flusterstorm. Oh, they don't have a burn spell? Copium. Maximum Copium. I can win this game. This game is winnable. Remand? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Have a good night, everybody. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Ruined. A beautiful morning, evening, afternoon, night. I'll go find somebody to raid.
Have you
Bing
peaked?
bong, bing bong, bing bing bong.
Have you peaked?
You're a third-rate duelist.
I can't take it anymore.